Alright, so a friend of mine asked me to make some setup bearings for a differential that he's putting in a Camaro. Rebuild, putting a big engine in it and what have you. 6-speed Corvette transmission, LS1. So the big question was, this is obviously outside race for tapered roller bearing. I couldn't find an inside, the inside of the bearing. I'm going to have to turn a little bit out of the inside. But the big question was, can I even cut this bearing material on the lathe? And the answer to the answer is I don't know. So I think that the tungsten carbide that I've got is like 66-ish Rockwell hardness. So wow, man, that is hard stuff. And I don't even think that's touching it. So that was 60. That might be touching it. So anyway, I dug this guy out of the scrap bin, and yeah, I think this is harder than 65C. I mean, what the heck? Tungsten's relatively cheap. We'll see if we can scrap some perfectly good tungsten carbide bits. I think this is harder than 65. And if memory serves, I think the tungsten carbide inserts are like 68 or something like that. So they may or may not be able to touch this. So we'll chuck it up in the lathe and see what happens, huh? All right. So we want to do that. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, so I have a feeling if this does cut, it's going to throw off all kinds of crazy, nasty, sharp chips. So, safety glasses. And because I got to protect my baby soft hands for various other activities, and I don't like slivers, we'll go with some gloves. Alright. So let's see, we're not doing anything, are we? What the fuck? Oh, I forgot to engage the pin on the bowl gear. There we go. Now we're in business. Just for the sake of seeing if we can cut it. Ugh. Yeah. Click. Alright, let's see what happens here. I can probably disengage the gear train. There we go, that's a little quieter. Wow, yeah, that's sparking out pretty good. Yeah, I don't think I'm touching it. Well, I'm taking a little bit off. I don't know if I'll be able to take a facing cut or not. Let's see here. Suppose we could give her a try. That's the wrong way. Let's try a pointier insert. I think that's the technical term. Yeah, that should work pretty well. I'll flip that guy around. Alright, I don't know if there's enough meat left on there to keep that thing. I think we're probably just going to spark out. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing, so let me make sure I'm not going to hit any jaws here. Yeah, just barely going to hit a jaw if I go there. So let's turn that on. We're on the lowest feed rate. Yeah, sparking out a little bit. But we are taking off material. So we might ruin an insert doing it. But, I wonder how she'd do with some lube. A little bit of lube, shall we? Just a little dab. Alright, now it's going to fling that all over the place. Alright. Well, she's going to be slow going, but... Oh, yeah. Well, interesting. So we are taking off material, but ever so slowly. Seem to like it without the lube. A little better. Well, that insert isn't much worse for wear. It looks okay. I don't know if you can see that. Let me shift around. Oh, sorry, kicked the stand. Looks like that guy's holding up okay. I don't really see it. It's not really even taking off the tin coating. So I think we'll be able to make a little setup bearing for him. We might try a lower surface speed and see if it doesn't spark out as bad. Actually, let's do that real quick. Let's try a lower, let's try a very low speed. On the bag. Well, it's taking material off. Not very quick, but it is. Let's try a slightly more aggressive feed in the other direction here. Might be okay at this slow of a rate. Yeah, she's definitely cutting. Well, I'd call that success. It's actually a pretty good surface finish, too. Huh. Well, there you go. Deeper is the answer. I don't know, I'm kind of afraid to get more aggressive than that. Yeah, it's weird, because I took one of these shafts, I don't know if you can see where I'm pointing or not. Yeah, one of these shafts in to get a keyway cut on it. And the guy told me that it was too hard to touch with carbide. It was like 65C, I think is what he said. And this is at least 65, because the file wouldn't even touch it. That calibrated file. Or if it did, it barely did. And I'm cutting it okay, so I'm not really sure... what he was talking about exactly, but... Anywho, thanks for watching.